here we are again. It's always such a pleasure. Remember when you tried to kill me twice? Oh, how we laughed and laughed. Except I wasn't laughing. Under the circumstances, I've been shockingly nice. You want your freedom, take it. That's what I'm counting on.
What's up, guys? Here I have Chell from Portal 2, or the Portal games. This is an NECA or NECA figure. They've been picking up pretty much every video game license ever and running with them. I'm glad that somebody's making figures of them. Portal, I wouldn't have expected getting figures, let alone from two different companies. NECA, of course, is making this, has made this, and then they've made, or are making, Peabody and Atlas, the two robot multiplayer characters. I really like those designs for those characters, so when those got announced, I was like, sweet, I'm going to get those for sure. I didn't expect them to actually make and release a Chell figure before those two, but they have, and it's pretty cool. So, this right here is the insert for the box art that she comes with. Get the Aperture Laboratories up there. There's a shot of this. It's got the orange and blue portals in it. It's GLaDOS in the middle there. Pretty cool. I think that she looks pretty good in that context right there with the standing right in front of the portal. Without it, I mean, it's pretty obvious who you're dealing with, but not nearly as iconic a character as most, just because you don't usually see her, and if you do, you only see pieces of her, and she's usually going into a portal. You don't get to see her face very much. Now, speaking of her face, let's get a look up here. Her eyes, to me, are a little bulgy. Like, she's wide awake. I'm probably just spoiled from Bishojo, but these look like the soulless eyes of a killer. But other than that, I think it's done pretty well. I think the hair is done relatively well. Mine's missing a little spot of paint right at the crown of her head for some reason. Easy enough to fix, no problem there. She's got the Aperture Science logo on her tank top there, which is layered, because that's how they get down to Aperture Science with their test subjects. The rest of her is all pretty accurate. She's got the little heel springs from the game, so that she can fall and not get hurt. That's all you need. Narratively, this is complete. This is the only reason why you can fall from great heights and not get hurt. But it works. It works for me. Okay, so she comes with a display base. This is just a piece of 4 tiles, basically. It looks like it could have come out of the Aperture Science lab, so that's fine. Better than just a black chunk of plastic. And then as far as she goes, really the kind of the whole selling point of her for me is that she comes with the portal gun. I'm trying to get her back into her base here. The portal gun, which, bam, lights up. And lights up well. It's very bright. It's maybe a little underwhelming right now. Let me turn off the lights real quick. You see what I'm talking about. Very bright LED. Yeah, it gets the job done. Ooh, look, lens flare. How artistic. But yeah, it looks really cool. The nice thing about it is that it's completely independent. Let me turn the light back on now. Of her. The batteries and everything are all self-contained. And it's, it looks like it's in scale. I don't know, maybe it's a little big for her. Hard to say. I don't really know, to be honest. It seems like it feels a little big on her, but it's fine. We got the Aperture Science logo there and up at the top. Now it's going to be kind of hard to show in the video here, but it's got a little button on the bottom. There's a handle she holds onto. It's got a little screw for a battery. The door pops open. Button is here, and it stays pushed in, so you don't have to hold down the button to light it up. It stays lit, which is cool, because then you can display her with it and run your battery down. So that for me was pretty much worth the $20. I would have paid the $20 just to have a 6-inch scale portal gun. Pretty cool. Now, as far as she goes, she's the sculpt and all that is done pretty well. I feel like the paint on her face is done pretty good. Most figures of this size, you don't really get to see. You don't see. I don't know, you get a lot of paint errors and things like that, but not really any errors. Her eyes are a little weird. I think if they were closed a little bit more, that she'd look a lot better. But you know, whatever. She's got an articulated ponytail. What? She's got a ball-jointed head, swivel hinge elbows. Swivel hinge elbows and shoulders, and hips and knees. They're all pretty much the same articulation everywhere. Her wrists. Sorry, let me get the focus going here. She's got swivel wrists. I want to say it's a ball joint in there too, but there's such limited range of motion from the sculpt that that they don't really move anywhere else but just up and down. Maybe you get a little bit of movement out of those. She's got a ball jointed upper torso, which gets you just a little bit of range of movement. Not much, but you can get a little bit of a thing out of it. That's not too bad. And then a swivel hinge below that. The legs, or her hips, it's like a ball hinge. It's hard to see them, but see, yeah, you can see it there. But not very much range of movement. I'm guessing it's just because it's hindered by the mold. But maybe you could finagle a little bit, maybe get her legs to go forward and backwards. I think if you play with it enough, you'll get that ball into a position where the legs will move forward and backwards. Mine came in the package where you can kind of splay them out sideways. That's kind of how it's packaged. But for the base, her legs stay pretty close together if they're pegged in. Knees the same way, ball hinge or a swivel hinge, however you want to call it. Pretty good. That's it. That's all the articulation in her. Like I said, she's got the little springy heel majiggers. That's about it for her. Put her back on her base here. Give her back the portal gun. And looking pretty good. So there's Chell from Portal 2. I do plan on getting Atlas and Peabody when NECA releases those two. And if I had the money, I'd get the 3A versions because those look ridiculous, but I don't, so I won't. But NECA did a pretty good job with this. I expect they're going to do a pretty good job with Atlas and Peabody, and also Ed 209 from RoboCop. They're doing that, and they haven't announced the price or release date just yet, I don't think. But it looks really cool. I'm going to be picking up that, so when I get that one, I'll definitely be doing a review for him. So I guess stay tuned for that. Also today is the last day I will be a person who does not own 3A Metal Gear Rex, who I expect to be here tomorrow. And I'll be doing a review for that. I don't know how I'm going to review that thing. From everything I've seen, it looks ridiculous, and I don't know, we'll see what happens there, but definitely reviewing that. There she is. That's Chell anyway. Stay tuned, we got more on the way. Thanks for watching.